We are back. It's Tuesday night. And we are back.
Yes, we are back. It's Tuesday night.
Finally, we've been waiting for a week.
We have a very, very hectic evening here, but the problem we have some sort of question marks because the trumpet player you see behind Per there, Jonas Lindeborg, he actually was going to be free from a rehearsal, but then finally they have a premiere soon, so they said, no, you can't, but he's going to squeeze in maybe in the middle of the rehearsal. We'll see if he manage. And then he's going to get hell for that, probably. And then we have one other guy who is, Peter, the general manager of the Nordic Wind Ensemble. He's in Granada, so we'll see if the connection works from there. And we have Jack in the Box, who is in the concert. He's also going to try to get on somehow in the middle of a concert, but
we hope not.
We hope not. Exactly.
We don't want that guy around.
He's messing up everything, here with us. So finally a show without him, hopefully. No,
nice
he's doing his best,
Yeah.
And then we have Jörgen Pettersson, who is a saxophone player. So how what have you been up to during the week?
Wow. Apparently both you and me have been preparing for Sunday when we're going to Örebro to do the recording.
Exactly.
Microphone stands, cables, and all that stuff. Equipment, And you've been practicing, haven't you?
I have been practicing. Today, I think I practiced 9 hours.
Wow.
It's like it's such a wonderful thing to do, I think. And I love this challenge to be both conductor and player, soloist in 2 frantically difficult concertos that I wrote myself and producing. So that's, we got him.
Whoa. There he is.
Hello, do you hear me?
Yes.
I'm very sorry to whisper, and you see a swastika behind me here. I'm at the Royal Dramatic Theatre and I have a 1 minute pause. I'm very sorry for this.
Fantastic! So Jonas, your release.
Yes. So I hope we do this proper later. But I would say I'm so proud of being a part of this label, Christian, and you're very brave to take on this strange release.
Fanfares and Fuckoffs.
Yes, Fanfares and Fuckoffs.
Yeah.
And it's meant as a very kind fuck-off, more as a reminder of, to don't care what people think, for me personally.
Yeah, I know you so well. I know you have the biggest heart in the world, and your artistry is phenomenal. And of course, we are so excited to have Hans Ek's piece to begin with.
Yes, Hans Ek. It's the beginning of a quintet of Hans that he was so kind to allow me to do.
Yeah, and then what's coming up with, there's like 6 or 7 releases in a 3 weeks period, we're doing Stravinsky, we're doing Frank Zappa.
Frank Zappa and Joachim Sandgren and Vivier and a lot of other stuff, which is not very easy to listen to. It's a warning, but
Frey Larsson, for instance.
I hope you like it. Yeah, my great friend, the living artwork, Frey Larsson.
Yes,
improvising fanfare with me.
Yeah, wow. That one we already have it in the canon, and it's incredible. It's
kind of strange because I told Frey to just do a fucking fanfare now, and he just went for it, and then I put the trumpets on later, so it was a fun procedure.
Sounds fantastic. Yeah.
Per, play a little bit from it. From this.
Of course. This is from
Swedish oak. Wow.
Fantastic.
Fantastic,
Thank you.
Jonas.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So,
Sorry.
of course, Hans Ek, he's like a great friend of yours and fantastic conductor. He's doing a lot of all the ABBA stuff, and also Esbjörn Svensson is doing a lot.
Yeah, of course. And we have an orchestra together. Modern Fantasia that we played locally. So Hans is a great inspiration to me.
Yeah, of course.
I think you have to go now, Jonas, right?
As you see, I have to go, but this was better than nothing.
Yes, it's incredible that you came.
Thank you so much, and good luck with the theater thing going on there.
Good luck you too with the rest of the show. See you.
Thanks for coming.
Bye.
Bye. That was incredible. I mean,
incredible that he actually took time to show up between rehearsals.
Yeah. In the middle of rehearsal. Fantastic.
Yeah. So I mean, this release we just got it, a couple of weeks ago. Jonas called you and said, "Can we release this very, very strange recording? This very, what is it? Can you describe it?"
This particular one?
Yeah. The whole. He sent us
the whole project.
Yeah.
The whole project. Yeah, the project is amazing. It's like Jonas. I wrote the trumpet concerto for him, and this piece is like where he actually dies on stage and goes to heaven, and he throws a trumpet in the wall and everything, and he screams and he sings and he talks to Jesus, and he's like a true performer and also a brilliant trumpet player, and we've been talking about. I know he's doing a lot of fantastic things, and then I just asked him, "Do you have something to release?" And he said, "Yeah," and he showed me these 8 or 9 different projects, and amazing stuff. The Stravinsky Fanfare we're going to do a release next time. Fanfare for a theater, together with Joachim Agnes, and it's also Frey Larsen and lots of things. So it'll be like a very exciting thing. It's a little bit like the Fools of
Christmas
Christ.
Eve. It's like Christmas Eve. You open something and then popping things up. Yeah,
that's fantastic. And we also have. This week, this is not released tonight. We have always a Wednesday release and a Saturday release. So on Saturday, this one you can look forward to this.
And tonight, what do we have tonight?
Oh, tonight we are opening a saxophone festival with which.
Who is that guy behind you?
Behind me, yes, there he is. He's the thumb is losing there because of the picture. Here he is, Jörgen Pettersson. It's amazing, but we are also until the 3rd of November we're releasing saxophone stuff with Stockholm Saxophone Quartet, Linn Persson, Jörgen of course, and Theo Hillborg, Mattias. Björn,
fantastic musicians.
Yeah, they're incredible. So yeah.
Should we give ourselves the honor to bring Jörgen on while we play something from your saxophone concerto?
Yeah, we can. I want to say a couple of words about that saxophone concerto because it's very, very special for me. I wrote it in 2010, and I mean, people don't see this on me because I look so happy and energetic and so, but I have periods of really tough depressions. Very not so often anymore, but I had all through my career. And in 2010 I had this enormous 2009 I think I had this enormous sort of depression. I was smoking 60 cigarettes a day, and I was down. And I had this commission of a saxophone concerto. I decided, okay, it was going to be called Creeping Out of the Muddeded. So it's like Muddeded. So really, really trying to creep out of the mud. So this is it. And it's also very, very virtuosic. I wrote it for a Norwegian player, Henrik Moen Pettersson. And... but Jörgen played it. So this first little clip is called Melancholy.
All right.
While we bring Jörgen on.
Yes. Okay.
No, that's not Melancholy. That's the wrong one.
This is I'm
Number three.
I'm the DJ here.
Here we go. That's the mud. Welcome, Jörgen.
Welcome, Jörgen.
Thank you so
and
much.
Congratulations to this grand release.
Thank you, Christian, for a wonderful piece. It's amazing.
Yeah, you had to work hard on it, but I mean, I'm so pleased with the result. What you did there.
Thank you so much. Yes, you're right. It's a very emotional piece to perform, and it's difficult in so many ways. It's technically difficult, of course, but most of all, it's emotionally very difficult to play. I think.
Yeah.
And, of course, when you know, as you told us a little bit about the history of the piece, and when you are a soloist, you try to understand the music, and you have to be able to play this piece. You have to get in contact with your darkest side yourself. That's really it's really like that.
Yeah, and the cover that we used, that's how it feels. Actually, I was being inside. I was inside a baritone sax or a bass sax or whatever it is. And then you blow me out of that.
I think everyone, all people sometimes feel bad. You know, it's so. I think even from the very beginning in the piece, you have three phrases, and you have this very first phrase. It's so dark and it's very calm. The second phrase, it's scaring, I think.
Yes.
And the third phrase, you're getting nervous. You don't know what is happening here. You know, and in every phrase you have to find a certain kind of interpretation, I think.
Absolutely.
And that's the way you have to perform the whole piece. It's like a history.
Yeah.
You tell us a story.
Exactly. So Per, maybe we could play this. This one I call looking at options. So this is like being in the mud, and you see if you can do anything about getting out of it. What are the options? So I hear it a little bit like
sounds like this.
Yeah. And that's going over to another part, which we can listen to now. Yeah,
it's really a piece. It's a struggle, I think, between different emotions.
Yes, yeah. This is like real circus, and I mean, to play this fast, it's like 160 tempo, and
you have this. I love this also. This very beautiful parts, it's like you're dancing. You're dancing with the devil.
Yeah, exactly.
After a while, you have to try to get away from him, and you try to run away, and it's getting faster, and it's getting faster and faster and faster. and you really have to take the fight to survive. I think.
Yeah, true.
Jörgen, I think the first time I met you was about 15 years ago at the Royal College of Music, and we were having this tedious seminar for hours with newly written pieces by composition students. And after hearing so many new pieces, everyone was so tired, except one person. That was you. You actually saw a score that you hadn't seen before, and you said, "Can I have a little look, maybe?"
No, Jörgen is an incredibly curious man.
I must say,
and I remember we were in when we went to the academy, Jörgen, you and I, we were in the same practice rooms in the bunker down at Jerum.
Yeah.
And you were practicing. I remember you already then, like you were like the star, young little boy practicing playing all these Scaramouche and everything. That was great. Now, why don't we try and bring on another saxophone player who is actually a general manager, but he is also a fantastic saxophone player. Peter Vilgotsson. Is he? Can we get him on?
I think so. Should we give him some?
He's in Granada,
Yeah. Should we give him some music to lighten him up a bit?
Yeah. No. The next music is not lightening up anything.
Let's just try to.
The next music is something I want
to scare him off.
No, he will not be welcomed by this music. Hello, Peter. Granada. Wow. The most beautiful places on earth.
Can you see it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Amazing.
It's quite nice.
Yeah, not bad at all.
I have a nice time, and I'm also having a nice time listening to you guys talking, and I really love the playing Jörgen do on the piece. And I like the playing, actually, that the Nordic Wind Ensemble Blåsa can do. I think this is great. I hope everyone is going to listen to this several times, because it's definitely worth listening to, and it's also nice written and composed, of course.
Thank you.
I really like the piece, and I do know that you have told me it is dark and hideous and everything, but I think it's also very beautiful, and actually I enjoyed it very much also as a sort of fun piece in between, because
absolutely
it's so much energy and so much output into it, also of course with the depth and everything. But anyway, I have a great time also laughing at I really enjoy
of course it. It's like I was talking about Kafka today, about darkness, the process when he wrote this. He actually, it's so dark. It's a little bit Kafka kind of thing here. When he wrote this, he went to a cafe every week to meet his friends. And when he wrote the first chapter of this, he came down to the pub and he read it to them. And everyone was lying on the floor laughing, This terrible, scary, dark thing. They were laughing their head off because they thought this was so funny. So there is tragicomic always in this. And I think the next clip we're going to do, we were laughing quite a lot too, because I wrote those multiphonics, which I thought I thought first, can you do them? Yeah, of course I can do them. You said I don't understand. I mean, it's amazing. And then when we came to the place, I just told you when the recording, I said, it has to be much more, worse. And everyone was laughing. You go worse and worse. But it's actually, I called it this little clip. I call it trying not to drown. So it's like you're so depressed, so you almost kill yourself. So here it is.
Now you're dancing, you know. You're dancing with the devil.
I managed. I came back. It's like, come out of the frustration.
Getting higher, and it's getting higher and higher.
Yeah, it's creeping up. You know, always these modulations.
Tribute to life, I think.
Yes, I think so.
Wow. I mean, Jörgen, you play so fantastically well, and we also have to give credit to the orchestra.
Oh my God, the orchestra!
Yeah.
It's such a difficult. There's towards the end. There's a lot of 9/8, quick 9/8s and 11/8s and very, very tricky. And they were at it already from the first.
They nailed it.
They nailed it. Really.
I have some fantastic news for you all.
Yeah.
If you take a look at European Gramophone Facebook page, it just dropped.
Oh wow! So it's out.
It's out there. The Creeping Out of the Muddeded, featuring Jörgen Pettersson and the Nordic Wind Ensemble, Östgöta Blåsarsymfoniker.
Wow, that's nice.
Christian Lindberg, yeah. So it's out.
Yeah.
Wonderful news. Yeah.
Fantastic. And we should say a couple of words. We mustn't forget that this is the start of a saxophone festival, actually.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to put all these, we're going to release one album at a time. And it's tell us a little bit about the quartet piece, Jörgen.
We have a wonderful saxophone quartet piece written to the Stockholm Saxophone Quartet by Matthew Pearson. And he wrote that piece to our jubilee. The quartet celebrated 50 years.
Wow.
So we had the world premiere on our jubilee concert at the Konserthuset Stockholm.
I was there.
Yeah, that's right. Just 2 years ago, and we loved the piece, and we played it quite a lot already, and the audience loved it. We love it, you know, and it's so joyful and so much. Also in that piece, it's so much emotions and happiness, and I think it will be just great to have that in the saxophone festival as well.
Yeah, that's actually going to be the finale of the and then in between there we have The Baddest Girl on the Mountain. We have Thick, Fat, Big, Fat and Nasty. Something like
that. Nasty, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. And then we have a couple of other pieces. Lynn Persson is soloist.
Yeah, that's right.
And Lynn and Christine Uglar, and also what else? Well, we'll come bit by bit. So everyone who is a saxophone player here, spread the news. We're going to talk saxophone for 5 Tuesdays in a row now, and then it's going to be an album called a big album called Saxophone Music, with a competition coming on. So you can say saxophone music according to Jörgen Pettersson and choose your 10 tracks.
That's a good choice, Christian.
Speaking of saxophone music, should we maybe play some more saxophone music?
Yeah, we can do. This is like the finale now. And it's like the first step, second step, and third step finally creeping out. So let's hear the first step out of the. So this is like optimism.
The real tribute to life.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the first step, and then it's like we go back, and then comes the second step, and then it goes on. And also, you play on 2 instruments, don't you?
Yes, that's also a challenge.
Enormous challenge.
You are not making it easy for the saxophone player, and you have to.
It's actually Pettersson. It's Pettersson's fault. He premiered the piece brilliantly 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And we had a fantastic time together, and he really did extremely well. But in one of those changes, when he took up the alto saxophone, the one of the buttons went off, so he had to stop in the middle and say, "I have to fix this," and then go on. But he did a fantastic job, really. So.
I think you should have a saxophone every Tuesday. Don't you?
We will bring it up to our board.
I think so.
Yeah.
On the highest level, up there. Oh.
And Nordic Wind Ensemble every evening too.
Exactly. We're running out of time, and
we're doing that.
We should play the grand finale of the piece.
Yeah.
While we say
finally creeping out of the Muddeded, it's called. And then
And
let's start it off, and then we can chat a little bit.
Yeah. Same as always. See you next Tuesday, music lovers. Like us on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and so forth.
Is it on? Are you playing it?
I'm a bit nervous.
We can't hear anything.
No, I haven't started anything yet.
Let's go on. We can talk while we. It's only music, you know. This is difficult.
Not from Mr. Peterson.
Free from depression. Great, bravo, Jörgen.
Music lovers. See you on next week.
Yes.